Well, the halftime show was amazing. What did you think of the halftime show? Because there's a lot to unpack.
There definitely is. So I wanted to definitely talk about the broad theme about America. Obviously we started with Not Like Us, which is a diss to Drake, but also for America and the truth of the message of separation and the lack of truth that's currently happening in the political climate.
I honestly thought pretty much the same. There's a lot of symbolism in the halftime show and lots of notes to ignorance and injustice in America. Like the red, white, and blue dancers got out of the car. They were all separated and they came out by color.
And came together to form a broken, separated American flag.
Yeah, it was crazy. They both had their backs turned to Kendrick, showing America's stubborn divide. Lots going on.
And the broken promise you said about 40 acres and a mule, this is bigger than the music. The government did not follow through on the promise to give enslaved Black Americans 40 acres of land and a mule to start new lives, which I never heard that before. I don't know if that's a lyric. I assume it is, but I don't even remember hearing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not a lyric. He just said it before one of his songs.
Wow.
He was using it as a phrase to symbolize the government's still going back on promises and the ongoing racial injustices that are still happening. He told the audience in the beginning it's bigger than the music. This wasn't just a halftime performance. It wasn't entertainment. It was not just entertainment. He was trying to tell us something.
Yeah, and even the whole start being The Great American Game by Uncle Sam, who's played by Samuel L. Jackson. He's the voice of personification of America, and that Black people are too loud, too ghetto, reckless, and even the whole stage being a game, the PlayStation controller. Mm-hmm. It's capitalism's harsh reality of rich people, and or not harsh reality of poor people to fight to survive, and rich people watching. And the first Trump is is president now, so apparently he didn't even watch the whole thing, but even if he did, it's probably went right over his head.
It definitely went right over his head, considering it was literally diss at Drake and him.
Yep.
That a lot of people on social media, I keep seeing this quote everywhere. The message was clear, but not everyone was listening.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends that I've talked to about it, the halftime show, they all saw bits and pieces, but everybody ties the whole thing together, because there's just so much about the performance.
Or even the right time but the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm.
He literally starts with that, and it's insane.
It is the right time, but
definitely the wrong guy.
Definitely the wrong guy.
Or even the song being All the Stars, which is a pretty peaceful song. Uncle Sam comments on it being nice and calm, and he's this is the way it's supposed to be, and it's they're almost controlled, the dancers walking around in a circle.
And when they were walking in the circle, only some people were walking forwards and some were walking backwards. So some are taking steps forward, some are taking backwards, and then when everybody else dropped dead, in quotes, only the inner circle stayed standing, but the only people in the inner circle were wearing the color white.
Exactly, I was going to just say that.
And Uncle Sam told Kendrick after the too reckless, too ghetto, too loud, he was you're going the wrong way, and it said wrong way in the crowd with the lights, and it was basically just saying that the society is going down the wrong path. And it's all just tying together.
Yeah, I think it's initially a diss to Drake, and kind of I've heard that it's game over at the end.
Yeah.
Is you I won this battle.
Yeah.
It's
you
that's
can try suing me, but
exactly
it doesn't matter.
Wait, he actually sued him?
I don't know. I think he tried. I think it's in the works or something. But he literally said in the halftime show I want to play their favorite song, but they're gonna sue me.
Oh my gosh.
Or, they're gonna sue or something like that. And, there was just, I really liked how he went between songs and, him speaking almost.
Mm-hmm.
in between, which, like, that's what he does. He's a poetic freaking rapper.
Exactly. I just want to end with this last clip of Super Bowl. And just to add, and also in the video, this is, I think, the guy that produced it in this video. Obviously, you can't see it, but I think his name is Mustard something.
Mm-hmm.
Little Mustard, something like that. So he actually produced it. Yeah.
TV's off.
And I think also TV Off is about, like, people ignoring what's going on in the world and just watching TV, like, mindlessly. And that's...
And the fact that he started with this revolution will be televised, you picked the right time with the wrong guy, and then ended with turn this TV off.
It's...
And game over.
Yeah.
It was...
perfect.
It's an amazing symbol of everything.
Yeah.
Metaphorically beautiful. Gotta love Kendrick.
Yes. And also, I mean, like, his beef with Drake was about, like, he grew up in this environment and you have the nerve to be like, I made it bigger than you. And it's like, your music is not really authentic to where you live either.
Exactly.
Like, he grew up in Compton and Drake grew up in the middle of, like, a middle class, like, Canadian neighborhood. It's like, bro, you don't really get it.
No.
And also, like,
He tried.
the line A minor and the entire
And
crowd.
the whole stadium was roaring.
They were like, oh my god.
It was crazy. Like, that's actually crazy.
In the chain, he literally wears a chain that says A minor.
Yeah.
He's a goat. I love him.
It was so expensive too.
The chain was?
Yeah, I saw like an Instagram thing that said the price, but I forget what it said. It was, I'm pretty sure it was millions of dollars just for the chain.
Okay.
Well, that's the Super Time. Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all we wanted to say.
Yeah, quick little rundown.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you enjoyed.